Hello, my name is John Langle. We are teaching the American Systems of Karate. The acronym is A.S.K, American Systems of Karate. Now, basically, what American System is, it's the basics. We teach the basics, but a lot of people get tied up with that word basics. What the basics means is that you learn how to punch, and you learn all the punches that are involved in the martial arts. You learn how to strike, all the strikes. You learn how to block, all the blocks, and you learn how to kick, and you do all the kicks, and then you work on your stances as you go along. At the same time, what we also add to this as part of our style is body shaping. We believe in building and shaping the body, not as bodybuilders, but as people who care how they look, excuse me, how they look and how their martial arts looks. Over the years, I have come to see in 40, almost 41 years of training, people they always forget to do the basics because they say, oh, the basics are boring. People want to get past the basics. And you know what happens? Their basics really suck. They could be really good at other, like high kicks and all that other stuff. But when you don't train your basics and get to be great at the basics, you got martial arts. You can do all the fancy things once you get your basic blocks, punches, strikes, and kicks. That's what the American Systems of Karate is. Now, we learn to add power. We learn how to concentrate. We learn how to ask ourselves questions. That's what ASK stands for. How a human being can make themselves a better person by being aware of it, by asking themselves questions. Am I a good person? Am I talking to people in the proper way? Am I training in the proper way? You start asking yourself these questions. And let me tell you, a man asked me one time, John, what do you enjoy? And at that time of my life, my brother had just died, and I was just not in a good state of mind. And I really couldn't give him an answer. What do I enjoy doing in life? Well, the answer is I enjoy having self confidence and doing the martial arts as a way of life, not as going out there and worry about I got 8 stripes on my belt that I'm an eighth degree. That's not what matters. What matters is how good you really are. Can you do a great punch? Can you snap that punch out proper? And when somebody looks at that punch, they say, damn, that dude, and your blocks are tight and you just got great technique. And you know what you how you get that? With the basics. So don't get tied up in the basics. All the fancy stuff, all right, say you learn the side kick. Boom. And then you want to get fancy, you do a spinning side kick or spinning a hook kick. Boom. And then you do a spinning hook kick. The spinning hook kick is what's fancy. But until you master the basic hook kick, the spinning hook kick isn't going to be right. Don't get caught up with the word basic. It's basic training. It's like putting somebody into the military and getting them squared away, man. This person is squared away. Their blocks, punches, strikes, and kicks are tight, man. And damn, my man tightened himself up. That's how I want people to see our students. People who really care. Wow, look at the change John made. How's he doing that? Well, partly because he cares, and the other part is because he has a basic training plan to keep himself in shape. And I stick to this lifestyle. It's part of eating, sleeping, and just being a good person. Learn to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, excuse me. Don't be so damn ignorant about things. I watch people and they have no. See, when you're rude, that means you have no self respect. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people out there that deserve to be disrespected because of the way they act. But for the most part, your aura should be respectful, polite, you, and carry on from there. You're well trained in the basics of martial arts. You're doing isometrics body building, shaping, excuse me, not bodybuilding. You're shaping your body to look good, knocking down that fat, or building up a thin frame up to a nice shape, basically good looking person. That's ASK. Thank you very much, and I hope you stay with us. God bless and do the right things.